Fred Teng is joining us now from New York. He is the president of the America-China Public Affairs Institute. Hi there, Fred. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Susan.
Tell us, some of these countries are in the EU, others outside wanting to join, like Serbia, obviously, and those who want to stay outside, like Belarus. Why is China wanting to reach out to all of these countries as one cohesive bloc?
Well, I think these countries are one cohesive bloc in the first place, meaning they're Central and Eastern European countries. They're the less developed countries. Whether they join EU or not, I think that's another issue. The fact that whether they're in the EU or not EU, it's really up to the EU.
So there is this Shanghai Cooperative Organization, which you're familiar with, and we have the BRICS Summit, AIIB, ASEAN, APEC. What is China's motivation, Fred, behind these different blocs?
I think China's motivation is, well, I think that everybody is pretty certain China is going to have a very good future in the next decade to come. But China also wants to make sure the rest of the world have a good future, so that they can cooperate with each other and work with each other and make this world a greater place.
Tell us who the key players are at the 16+1 out of all the countries and their roles with China.
Well, they already have, actually, this project started in 2012 under then Premier Wen Jiabao. Then Premier Li Keqiang quickly took over in 2013 when he became premier. There's already projects being done, such as wind farms in Poland, such as a solar plant in Czech Republic, and there's an education institution in Hungary, and they also built manufacturing plants in Bulgaria, and certainly the recent announcement of railroad between Budapest and Belgrade and so forth. All of this is really to help the interaction not only for China with these 16 countries, but these 16 countries among itself as well as Western Europe. So I think earlier when you're talking about this is not a 16+1 or 16 times 1, but more than 16 times 16.
How do you compare these initiatives to the China Belt and Road Initiative?
China Belt and Road Initiative certainly is also a great grand plan, but all of these things eventually all come together, and all of it is about cooperating, working with each other, and developing the economy so that all these countries can be prosperous and increasing improving the quality of life for its people.
What about China's investment in Europe? Where is it going to pay off?
Certainly, it will pay off, in many different ways in trade. As these countries become more prosperous, certainly they will buy from China, as well as they can sell to China. These markets certainly still have not achieved its full potential yet. And China has a great market, and with these countries, with railroads and so forth, it's actually quite easy to transport the goods into China. And so, I think in the long run is that when we have a greater pie, everybody get to enjoy it.
But isn't it difficult for China to meet the needs of all of these countries?
Yes, certainly, but it's not trying to meet the needs of all of the countries, but to help some of these countries, and then for them to help themselves. Everybody needs a kickstart, and having some of these projects done hopefully can help them to stimulate their economy and stimulate their talent so that they can get their countries moving.
Well, Fred Teng, president of the America-China Public Affairs Institute, thank you for your time.
Thank you.